Now here come the women. Now all of this has happened. All of this has already happened. Several days before that, Joseph of Arimathea had come and gotten the body, and they've taken 100 pounds of spices and ointment. And as the custom was for embalming, they would take strips of clothing, strips of linen cloth, and they would take and wrap it around every part of the whole body. Fingers, they would start with the fingers, and then they would start wrapping, and they would start wrapping. And then as they got to the body, the linen cloth would get bigger, and they would wrap the whole body. They wrapped the whole body from the tip of the toe to the top of the head. They wrapped the whole body. And then they take that 100 pounds of ointment. Think about that. They would take half the weight. The custom was of the Jews is to take half of the weight estimate of the body. So Jesus weighed around 190 to 200 pounds. That's what he weighed. Because they took half of the weight. That's how much ointment they would take. And they would take that ointment after they wrapped up the whole body, and then they would cover the whole body with that ointment. And then over a period of 24 hours to 36 hours, that ointment would set up just like plaster of Paris. A mummy. He was mummified. Very important. Very important. While these women were heading to the tomb, our Lord's disciples were locked in an upper room, and they were trembling. Now, we've already looked at John chapter 19, 38 and 42. These women were sad, and the disciples were scared. The women were sad, and the disciples were scared. Just as Jesus had said, the shepherd had been smitten in Mark chapter 14, and in verse number 27, said the shepherd had been smitten, which was Jesus, and the sheep had scattered. And that's what happened. They scattered. They scattered. Why were they so upset? Why were they so upset? They had all believed Jesus to be the Messiah. They had placed their faith in Him, and they had expected that He would set out upon His kingdom, throwing off all the Roman yoke of bondage. See, they thought He was going to do it now, right now. That's what's got them all perplexed. Even though He had told them of the cross and of the resurrection, they had never grasped. Now listen, folks, they never, ever grasped the message. They turned to Luke chapter 18. Very important. I'm going to show you a verse you've never seen before. I'll show you a verse you've read probably, you've never seen it before. They did not have a clue what was going on. Not a clue. Why is that? Luke chapter 18. Luke chapter 18 and in verse number 31. Luke chapter 18 and in verse number 31. Now, is everybody there? I want everybody to see this. You're going to have something to be able to show somebody. You're going to be able to say, I want to show you what I saw, I got to see at church. I want to show you. Luke chapter 18, verse number 31. Then He took unto Him the 12, and said unto them, Behold, we go up to Jerusalem. Now, this is Jesus talking to the 12. They've been together for all these years, 3+ years. They've been together all this time. They'd ate together. They'd camped out together. They'd preached together. They fed 5,000 together, which turned out to be about 20,000 to 25,000 when you count all the children, the women, and everybody running around. They fed all those people, performed all those miracles. And they were there with the Lord. Then He took unto Him the 12 and said unto them, Behold, we go up into Jerusalem, and all things that are written by the prophets concerning the Son of Man shall be accomplished. In other words, everything that was written in the Old Testament about me is fixing to come to fruition. Everything that's proclaimed, all the prophets prophecy about me is fixing to happen. 32. For he shall be delivered unto the Gentiles, and shall be mocked, and be spitefully entreated, and spitted on, and they shall scourge him, and put him to death, and the third day he shall rise again. Now here's the scripture that you've never seen. This will explain a whole lot about what the Sam Hill happened to those disciples and why they acted like they acted. And they understood none of these things. They did not understand one thing that the Lord had been saying to them. And this saying was hid, and this saying was hid. Even when Jesus said it to them, it was what? It was what? It was hid. Even when Jesus said it to them, it was hid from them. Neither knew they the things which were spoken. Now think about that for just a moment. And I want to tell you a story. I hope will help illustrate a little bit. Bear with me as I tell this story. Even if you're not a sports fan, I think you will enjoy this story. There was a college football team whose starting quarterback had just been injured, and that happens a lot. Also, their number 2 quarterback was sick, and hadn't even dressed out for the game, and all the coach had left was a 3rd-string freshman quarterback. He was just a quarterback in high school. He'd come on the team as a punter. He didn't have a clue about what to do. To make matters worse, they were backed up on their own 3-yard line. And it was a desperate situation. The coach's only thought was somehow to get a little farther from the goal line to give them room to punt out of danger. Sending in the 3rd-string quarterback, the coach said, "Son," now I remember when I coached football, we've had some terrible situations. "Son, I want you to hand off to the big fullback, Kozlowski, for the next 2 plays. Just hand it off. That's all I want you to do. And let him run right up the middle so we can get a few yards. Then I want you to punt." That's what he told that quarterback, that 3rd-string quarterback. "Then I want you to punt. Run 2 plays up the middle, and then I want you to punt." The young quarterback did as he was instructed. On the first play, he handed off to Kozlowski, but a miracle happened. Kozlowski found a hole off the tackle and ran 50 yards downfield. And the young quarterback called the same play again. Once more, miracle upon miracles, the hole opened, and Kozlowski gained another 45 yards all the way down to the 5-yard line. The next play, the ball was on their opponent's 2. Confidently, very confidently, the team lined up once again. The young quarterback received the snap, stepped back, to everyone's amazement, punted the ball into the end zone. As his stunned teammates came off the field, the coach angrily grabbed the young quarterback and demanded, "What in the world were you thinking about when you did that last play? What were you thinking?" And the quarterback answered, "I was thinking what a dumb coach we have." Now that story, and it's just a story, sounds ridiculous. But the truth of the matter is that many college professional coaches today do not expect their quarterbacks to make any decisions whatsoever. 0. They send all the plays in. Every play. Make no decision. Do what I say.